Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jammin Jukebox radio show. I am your host, DJ Delta Dawn, and welcome to Friday Eve. It is Happy Thursday here on the Jammin Jukebox radio show. So glad to be here with you, and we want to welcome everyone here listening this evening. And if you're brand new, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here as well. And I am so excited about our guest tonight. We've been working to try to get her on our show for a while. It finally happened, and in due time, because first of all, she is a phenomenal country artist. She is not only, she's beyond up and coming at this point. She has arrived, and just this week, just recently, she landed a great deal with Arrow Entertainment of Nashville, Seattle, and she now has a management booking firm and placement firm that is going to be working with her to further her career. This is huge news, and so we will be talking with her about that tonight. But she has a couple of great singles out that we have been promoting here on the Jammin Jukebox, Secondhand Dreams and A Woman Scorned, and I'm telling you, the thing I love about this artist is that she not only has she's got the country sound, but she's brought that traditional country sound back that has been missing from country music for so long. And she's Canadian, and maybe the fact that she's Canadian, she's got it right. And I am so happy that she is, this sound is being introduced in the U.S. and being brought back into country. And so without further ado, I am excited to welcome tonight Tanya Marie Harris. Hello, Tanya.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm really good. I really appreciate all the support that you've been definitely giving my music. I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, the pleasure is all ours. The music is phenomenal, and it is definitely the kind of music, as I say often on the show, that needs to be heard. It just doesn't need to be, on YouTube or just, on a website somewhere. It definitely needs to be heard worldwide. So that is why we played it to death here on the show. And so I know that you have been incredibly busy of late. I've been watching you on social media and getting the emails from you, and you've been so busy. So thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time this evening.
No, it was really good timing this evening. I actually just finished cutting a quick track in the studio up here, just a little something extra for my CD that I sell at my shows, so it'd be something exclusive for people who come to my shows, and finished it up just in time to give you a call. So great timing.
That was great timing. Well, as I was saying in the intro, another great timing element is, wow, who knew when we booked this, that this news, you may have known it, but the world didn't know it, and I didn't know it certainly, that you have now signed with Arrow Entertainment. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. No, I'm really, really happy about the union. They seem to really believe in what I do, and they said to me, well, Chris said to me, I just can't put my finger on exactly what's different, but we have to have you. So that's what it was all about. So it worked out really well.
Well, in the U.S. here, we tend to say that someone with your prowess has the it factor. And I don't know what they call it there in Canada, but that's what we term it here. And it's when there is an artist, an up-and-coming artist or an indie artist that really does have it and has the potential of really going big, and then the next thing you know, they are. So, yeah, for country music, you definitely have what, as I was saying in the intro, what country music here has been missing. We have a lot of country pop and country rock kind of music now that's just taking over the whole traditional country sound. So it is so refreshing to have your music now that's going to be introduced, and I love that. So, gosh, I bet your head is just swimming right now. It's just a whirlwind for you, I'm sure.
It can definitely be overwhelming at times. I don't even know who knows my name now. You know what I mean? I used to have just a small little circle of friends, and it's grown, and I'm really great to get to know a whole lot of new people. But it's exciting to see where it's going to go.
Oh, definitely. The sky is the limit pretty much from here, for sure. Now, I have to kind of start with the basics. How in the world did you stumble upon this tremendous career that you've landed in? From a young age, did you decide one day when you grew up kind of thing, or did it just kind of hit you somewhere along the way?
Well, it's kind of a funny story. When I was a kid, I was writing my own little ditties and not saying they were any good, but having my own fun. And I knew I wanted to sing, and I said, I am going to be famous. I'm going to sing, but I'm going to be married with my family first. I was so strange as an 8-year-old to be so weirdly grounded. But then over the years, I just kept closing the door on music, saying, no, you know what, it's not a realistic goal. I gotta just, you know, have a job, you know, start a business. And, you know, I did actually have a couple of my own businesses as I grew older. And then I had my daughter, Abby, and I just realized, how can I expect her to do what she really wants to do one day if I didn't try? So I just up and went to Nashville, and that's where it began, right there. And that wasn't that long ago.
That's amazing, you know, because I know, like for myself personally, I've been out of school close to 30 years now. That's telling my age. But, I mean, about 3.5 years ago, I just decided I was going to go back to school to get my degree. Now, my kids were practically grown at that point. But, you know, what a leap of faith for you to have a daughter, a young daughter, and decide, you know, I'm going to pursue my dreams, especially if this has been in your heart for a very long time. And, you know, it's one of those things, if you didn't try it, you would always wonder what could have been, you know. And I'm so glad you're pursuing your dreams, because you are a phenomenal artist. I mean, I hear a lot of indies, but I can tell you are one of those that just kind of stands out. And
well, thank you so much.
Now, I want to talk about the first music we ever got from you was your song Secondhand Dreams, and we started playing, and of course people were just crazy about it, and then I saw the video for it, and I have to first ask you, is that your daughter in the video?
Well, it's actually, my niece is the young girl, and my baby girl, Abby, is, of course, the little one, yes, running to me in the video. She did such a good job.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, you know, the neat thing about that video is that I wondered if it was your daughter, but as she grows up, she can look back on that and see that. What a great memento and keepsake, you know. And because
it's a forever thing.
I know it's a forever thing, and the awesome thing about that is that, you know, that's kind of like your first video for a song that's really gotten a lot of media play and attention, and, you know, that's just something she will cherish always, not to mention yourself. So that's awesome. Now, talk about the making of that video, because I know that a lot of times, you know, when you go in the studio as an artist, you're focused on getting the right sound. How does it all work on the video side of things?
Well, luckily I had an excellent production company, Crescendo Productions, up here in Canada. I mean, they do work in the States as well, but they're based out of Chatham, Ontario, and you know, they are very artistic. And when we sat down and had a good talk, I said, you know, I'm not 20 years old. You know, I'm not trying to be 20 years old, and I like what I like fashion-wise. I'm very simple, I'm very plain, and I said I want to feel the country in the video. I want to absolutely just feel the emotions of the song, and, you know, it just worked out really well. We weren't sure who we were going to use for the young girl, but my niece worked out so well. She had just chopped her hair off, and it just seemed so appropriate to see a young girl who relies on her dad, like sort of like tomboyish, and, you know, it all worked so well. Awkward being in front of the camera for the first time like that, but, you know, we got it done. It was done within about a day and a half, so.
Well, I have to tell you, Tanya, you look like a pro in it. I imagine it has to be it's not like being behind a microphone where, you know, when you're in the recording studio, no one sees you except the people in the studio with you, and then the record comes out and you hear it. But to be in front of the camera, I would be so intimidated. But you pulled it off, and it looked like you had been doing this, you know, as long as you'd been in music. So it really was done well, and there was your confidence was just shining through. There was you didn't get any of that you might have been nervous at all. It was so wonderfully done.
Well, they did a wonderful job, and it just turned out to be what I think an excellent introduction, you know, as to who I am. A good first visualization for someone, you know, taking a look at listening to my music for the first time. I think it represents well who I am. You know, I'm not you know, an excellent dancer by any means or anything like that, but it was I moved how I naturally move, so it felt good to look back, and when I saw it the first time, my jaw just, it was unbelievable, and I just, you know, was just absolutely thrilled.
Well, and when I watched it for the first time, Tanya, I was like, oh my gosh, I could so see this on CMT right now. I mean, not only the song, to hear, the song could easily be on any mainstream country radio station across this country, but to see the video, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so relevant, and I just wanted to send it to CMT myself and say, take a look. It was that good, because it really was. The thing I love about country music is that it stays so true to its roots in terms of, even videos still are very true to the norm of what a real music video is all about. It tells the story, and so I absolutely love that about your video, because it really did tell the story, and you could definitely tell, it went so well with the song. And speaking of the song, was that song kind of inspired from the fact that you did own your own business and then you kind of decided, hey, I'm going to pursue music, or did it kind of come from some other inspiration that you've had?
No, it is honestly, again, the whole idea of the reason behind me finally taking that leap of faith and in myself and putting myself out there for my music was, again, from my daughter. And sometimes when you're writing a song, you try to get one idea across, but it comes off better when you write it slightly different. So it is about, respecting where you came from, and because it's, where you come from and those roots that give you the opportunities to make you who you are. So, it definitely inspired by me, starting my family.
Oh, that's awesome, which makes it all the better, I think, just because it's kind of born of your own personal experience and that leap of faith all at one. Now, we've also been playing another great song. I mean, I'm beginning to think that you're onto something, because every song I've heard by you so far is just like, in my mind, should be a smash hit. They're good. And this other song that you sent us, A Woman Scorned, oh my gosh. I was like, well, I don't know which song I like better, to be honest, because they're both so good, although they're completely different in terms of topic matter. But talk a little bit about that song. How did that song kind of come to be for you?
Well, when I was first making my initial plans to head down to Nashville, I was blessed to have met Kelly Shanefield and Johnny Donnell from Daredevil Production down in Nashville, and they liked what I'd picked out for myself, and I'd sent them work tapes of songs I'd written and things, but they wanted to find something special for me, so they had talked to a few of their writer friends, and so they sent me a slew of songs that were all very fantastic and very tempting. But when I first heard A Woman Scorned, I knew from pretty much the first 10 seconds that I was going to be singing this song. And the writers on it, are amazing. And I don't know if you know this, but it was co-written by Chris Baxter and John Armstrong, Keith Kozel, and Hillary Scott from Lady Antebellum.
I did not know that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, and I did not know that either when I first heard the song, but I was excited when I found that out, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, most definitely. But, you have such a great voice, and the song, it has a great message, but, man, it's fun, and now are you working on a video to this song? Because as I've heard the song, I'm thinking, man, what a great video this would be.
Couldn't you just see the redhead flying off the porch? I just, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. We actually discussed doing a video for it, and we're coming up with the storyboard, so it is definitely a possibility, yeah. Well, I hope that it will be, because that will be a great video. It will get so many views. It will be unbelievable, because, anytime you have a song like this, that, especially a song that I call a woman song, but really is kind of a woman's anthem to this sort of thing.
Yes.
It's kind of like, Carrie's Underwood song, Before He Cheats, the whole baseball bat thing to the car. It's, women are so empowered over songs like this. So, yes, I really hope a video comes out of it, to tell you the truth. So that would be so cool.
Well, we'll do our best.
Well, talk about all the other great things that are going on with you right now. I mean, these songs are awesome, and you just said you wrapped a song in the studio right before you called. So, are you working on an album? I know that plans are in the works, but how's it going?
Yeah, we're going to be working on, right now we're in kind of pre-production more than anything for, you know, a six-pack EP, and, you know, we're hopefully going to be able to head out with proper promotion, you know, for Secondhand Dreams. You know, when I say proper promotion, I mean proper promotion to hopefully Music Row, and get good airplay for it, and release another single soon after, and you know, with the EP, and continue from there. It's going to be an exciting year, 2014 for sure.
I think 2014 is going to be an absolute phenomenal year for Tanya Marie Harris, no doubt about it. And so now talk about, you're definitely going to be on tour very soon, touring all throughout Canada, and talk a little bit about some of the places that you're going to be. And also you had made mention briefly that you might be putting together a U.S. tour as well. So talk about your plans for that.
Well, like I said, it's all about timing. So as we get ready to promote that single, we're hoping then to head into the States at that point. And you know, it's really about where we get some good anchor places, about you know, where I'm slowly gaining some popularity. Maybe North Carolina is a good place for me to come first. And you know, we're hopefully heading over to the UK as well. It seems to be doing really well over there as well. And you know, I just wherever people have heard the music and are interested in coming out to see me, that's ideally where I want to go. So it's kind of going to take some time and research and some development in getting a proper little tour there. But we're definitely looking at 2 to 3 tours in 2014. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be so busy. I'm already seeing it now. You know, it's like I'll have to kind of wave to you from afar. You know, you'll be in the UK and I'll tweet you and go, hey, Tanya, how's it going over there across the water kind of thing. You know, I'm joshing you, but seriously, I mean, you're 2014. It's not even here yet, and it's just shaping up to be a phenomenal year with all the plans that are in the works, and I think that's incredible. In the short interim, I mean, you've had big news of late, and then you've got big plans in 2014. What's kind of going to go on between here and the end of 2013? Anything new and exciting that we need to know and be on the lookout for?
Oh, well, next week I got some new promotional photos that we're going to be doing, so that's going to be new for me as well. I'm not used to really being in front of a camera, so exciting as well. I think we have maybe a designer that's coming on board to work with some wardrobe for me, so that's exciting. And we're going to, I have a lot of Ontario stuff for the rest of 2013. So I'm in Hamilton, Chatham, London, Toronto, and I'm really excited about Toronto. We're playing a place called the Cadillac Lounge, which I absolutely loved once I lived there. I used to go there all the time, so it's kind of surreal to be going there and playing one of the bigger clubs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a dream come true in itself, you know, just to go there and play after you've frequented there. You know, it's really interesting how that kind of comes full circle. And I have to ask you, when you embarked on this, when you decided I was going to go do this, did you ever in your wildest dreams envision that it would happen as fast as it has?
No, not at all. No. But, I mean, I'm not the type of person to sit on my hands either. I definitely, when I know that something needs to be done, I like to get it done.
You're speaking my language. I'm very much the same way. You know, I feel like we are somewhat in control of our own destiny, but we have to work for it. I mean, we have to really put things in motion for it to kind of go off the way we want it to. And it sounds like you have definitely done that. And I could not be more excited for you. I interview a lot of indies that, you know, are doing a lot of great things, but it is always especially exciting when I know that I've spoken with one or I'm going to speak with one, and there's very few, and you are kind of in that elite group that, you know, has signed with a great entertainment company that is doing some remarkable things and are going to take your career to the next level, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen for you over this next year.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really exciting.
Well, before we wrap tonight, I'm going to play both of your songs for the listeners, so in case for some odd reason they've missed them along the way. But
How dare they?
I know, really, right? But I want to play them both for the listeners so they can get a real feel for Tanya Marie Harris and your wonderful music. And but in the meantime, I would love to have you back, you know, at some point, maybe a couple, 6, 7 months from now, and just catch up and find out how things are going. If you have the time, you might be so busy you can't stand it. But and that's
I will have the time for you.
Well, I greatly appreciate it, but I would love to have you back anytime just to catch up and to be able to let the listeners know what's going on in your world as it's happening, because what a wild ride you're about to take. You know, I expect to see you, on the Country Music Awards at some point. So I really do.
That's the dream.
Well, I think you're on your way. I really think you've got it, and I think it's just a matter of time, really. And I can just watch you from the comfort of my living room and go, I interviewed her on my little bitty. Yeah, I remember when. So, and I will be so happy for you. So, in any event, thank you so much for your time this evening. It has been such a pleasure, and you are a doll. And I wish you nothing but the best of success as you go forward.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tanya. God bless you and your family, and much luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Tanya Marie Harris, everyone. Wonderful, wonderful female artist. If you do not know who she is, you need to get to know who she is, because I'm telling you, I'm making a prediction right here on our show that she is going to be the next big female artist in country music here in the U.S. and worldwide. I really believe this. She's got everything going for her, and not only that, she's a phenomenal artist. She has a great voice, and she definitely has a voice for country music, and her songs are so relevant. Check out her brand newly launched website, TanyaMarieHarris.com. You can actually find her on YouTube and check out her video for Secondhand Dreams, and also you can follow her on Twitter and at Facebook. And I'm telling you, you want to make sure you're tuned in to what she's doing, because she is going to be a household name. I really believe it. So I'm going to play her songs right now that have been getting a lot of circulation. We've been promoting them here on our show, and we will continue to do so. The first one is Secondhand Dreams, followed by A Woman Scorned. Take a listen.
In a little shack on the poor side of the railroad track, just skin and bones and dirty clothes, killing time and kicking stones. Midnight daddy wouldn't make it home, then he was back to work when the rooster crowed. He paid my way and sacrificed his own damn life to give me mine. Secondhand dreams, he wouldn't sleep till his groundwork led to the finer things. Long as I breathe, those memories hold their ground. My roots run deep. The angel on earth gave me his wings, his soul, and his secondhand dreams. Daddy's little girl ain't a girl no more. High-rise job, 18th floor. I knew I made it when I made him proud, but I gotta give credit, couldn't do without his secondhand dreams. He wouldn't sleep till his groundwork led to the finer things. Long as I breathe, those memories hold their ground. My roots run deep. The angel on earth gave me his wings, his soul, and his secondhand dreams. Every day I look around and I gotta count my blessings for the role that he played, without ever second guessing. Those secondhand dreams, he wouldn't sleep till his groundwork led to the finer things. Long as I breathe, those memories hold their ground. My roots run deep. The angel on earth gave me his wings, his soul, and his secondhand dreams. both of them. She peppered him with BBs cause she couldn't find the 12 gauge. Said, Cindy Lou, I know your husband and there's gonna be hell to pay. There ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a country girl trading her halo for horns. The neighbors knew they were in for a war. They saw a screaming half-naked Waffle House waitress flying off the porch. No one slams the door like a woman scorned. Candy cane backbone was zipping up his Levi. He chased him round the kitchen, he was trying to apologize. He downed a 9 and a 1, so she landed and left hook. She knocked him out cold, candy stronger than she looked. There ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a country girl trading her halo for horns. The neighbors knew who was winning that war. They saw a half-naked bleeding husband who'd been cheating Spread Eagle on the porch. No one slams the door like a woman scorned. There ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a country girl trading her halo for horns. So she swears all fair in love and war. Said if you wanna be a dog, I'll treat you like a dog. You're sleeping on the porch. No one slams the door like a woman scorned. Like a woman
Tanya Marie Harris, ladies and gentlemen, and that was A Woman Scorned. And before that, you heard from Secondhand Dreams. And I'm telling you, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. That she is up and coming, and watch out, because she is going to be the next big thing in country music, I feel sure. And we want to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to Tanya Marie Harris for being our special guest this evening. What an enjoyable interview, and thanks to all of you as well for being here. And if you're a first-time listener, you picked a great night to tune in, so we hope you enjoyed it as well. We will be right back here again tomorrow evening. Actually, not tomorrow evening. We will be back here at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow afternoon, so we hope that you'll be around and can tune in for us at a special time on a Friday, no less, so to get your weekend started. So please join us. There will be no Indie Artist Showcase this week. I know, big bummer. My daughter has a commitment, and I going to go and attend to that. She's in marching band. So we have a festival this weekend. So that will be where I will be on Saturday. But make no mistake, a week from Saturday, we will be right back here with Indie Artist Showcase, bringing you all the best indie music, just like what you heard from Tanya Marie, and much, much more. So we hope that you will be able to tune in for that. And if you are not following us on Twitter, you definitely want to, because that is where we put out all the information about our show. And we are at Jammin Jukebox. You can also go to our website anytime, and it's thejamminjukebox.com, and check out all the guests that we have coming, as well as all the news and all the different things that we have going on with our show here. And also, if you haven't done so as of yet, go on over to radionomy.com. That's radionomy.com, and just put in a search for Jammin Jukebox Radio. We now have a radio station that plays 24/7, 365 that is nothing but all indie music, and it features all the music that we play on our Indie Artist Showcase and, in our artist interviews as well. So you definitely want to go check it out. It is a great radio station. We are constantly adding new music, so you never know what you're going to hear, but a lot of the great artists that you hear here on our show, you can hear anytime. So check it out. We've got a lot of great things going on, and continually building upon our brand to bring you the best indie music around. So with that is going to wrap our show for this evening. Thank you so much again to Tanya Marie Harris for being with us, and thanks to all of you for tuning in. And have a great Friday, all, and hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Special Time. And if not, have a great weekend, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care, all, and good night.
Thanks for listening to tonight's show. You can connect with Jammin Jukebox Radio Show on Twitter at Jammin Jukebox, or on Facebook at Jammin Jukebox Radio Show. Check out our website at thejamminjukebox.com. Also, follow us on Blog Talk, where you will be always up to date on every episode as we add it. Each episode is available for immediate download upon the conclusion of each broadcast, and as always, on iTunes. Thank you for joining us.